Randy Orton talks about his match against Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules. A steel cage is seen hanging over the ring as we go into the arena. Randy Orton's music hits, and he makes his way to the ring to a nice reception from the crowd. The steel cage is lowered, and it surrounds the ring. Orton gets into the cage and slams the door shut. Orton looks around the ring and says, for someone who prides themselves on being the smartest guy in the room, Seth Rollins is one dumb bastard. Last week, Rollins chose to ban the RKO from their match at Extreme Rules. Rollins made a big mistake in thinking the RKO is his greatest weapon. His greatest weapon is to inflict unspeakable pain on those who are deserving, and Rollins deserves it more than anyone. Orton doesn't need the RKO to win. That would be too quick and easy. Rollins gave him no choice. This will be slow and agonizingly painful for him. When the door closes and the bell rings, he is going to break Rollins' jaw so no one has to listen to him run his mouth week in and week out. Then he'll drag Rollins' carcass to one of the corners and stomp his ribs so hard that they break. As Rollins is gasping for breath, he'll grab him by the stupid blonde streak and run him into the cage until every bone in his body is aching. Once the beating and misery are over, so will Rollins' reign as WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Seth Rollins' music hits, and he makes his way to the stage with J&J security. Rollins says he doesn't want to state the obvious, but Orton has a real anger problem. Orton asks if he is just realizing that. Orton says he doesn't have an anger problem, he has a Seth Rollins problem. This Sunday, he'll do everything in his power to make sure that goes away. Rollins says he has to be honest. He wasn't listening to what Orton was saying, because he was responding to emails. Basically, Orton said that Rollins is a jerk, and the losers in the crowd ate it up. The crowd loudly boos him. Rollins wants to explain something to Orton. Rollins says, "I play this game of human chess better than anybody." Rollins says he is on track to become the greatest WWE World Heavyweight Champion of all time. In the ring, he can outmaneuver anybody. Outside of the ring, he can outthink anybody. Rollins says he is the best at everything. If Orton doesn't believe him, he is standing here with the title to prove it. Orton is one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time and a surefire Hall of Famer, but as good as he is, Rollins is that much better. Rollins says, "Cage or no cage, authority or no authority, you can make all the little threats you want, but at Extreme Rules you will not be walking out WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and that is a promise." Orton stops him and says he has got to get this all out of his system. Since Rollins banned the RKO at Extreme Rules, after this segment is over, he is going to RKO every son of a bitch he sees backstage. Before Raw goes off the air, he is going to RKO Rollins, and that is a promise. The crowd loudly cheers that as Orton's music plays. Rollins just glares at him.